Brandon, I think you guys outscored them 51-26 in the second half. What did you think you guys did the defense there, those last two quarters?
Well, we brought the first half to the second half tonight. We had a sense of urgency that we was going to help our guys if they got beat. We had some good on-ball defenders tonight with Herb, Josh Hart, really well. And even on some of our switches with Jackson Hayes, he did a good job of trying to stay in front. And we rebounded the basketball. That was the emphasis after one play that we had where they got about 5 or 6 rebounds in a row. We rebounded the basketball, and we stayed together, and guys stepped up tonight.
Yeah, and you know, Herb's on-ball defense, you hit it up briefly. What did you just think about the play he made at the end of the first half, blocking Paul George's shot there?
It's big for us. It's kind of something that we see from him in practice. We know his ability and what he can do. And he's shown it on some of the best players, so for him to go out there and do that tonight, it's not surprising for us, but it definitely helps our team.
It seemed like in the second half, your aggression went up a little bit more, started hitting the boards a little bit more. Was it something you just noticed from their defense, or you just felt like you just needed to make a bigger impact?
Well, I got a pair of shoes that I wasn't tripping over myself in the second quarter. But that was the emphasis for sure to get myself in the basketball game, rebound the basketball, and make sure that we push the pace and get shot for our offense. And I seen the hole there. We knew that we were on the back-to-back, so pushing the pace was important for us, and we executed it.
And Josh joked about, you know, it being weird for him that he's one of the older guys on the team now, and he got to speak up a little bit more.
Right.
Just what have you seen from him, just kind of stepping into that leadership role, just speaking up a little bit more?
It's important. You know, I think it's important because we do have a lot of young guys that don't necessarily know everything about the game, and for him to be a voice in our locker room and giving advice and getting on guys when he sees something that they aren't doing, it's important for us. And it's important for our young guys to receive it well and go out there and try to adjust and be the best at it.
How much do you think, I mean, there were, I think, 13 total free throws in the game for both of you guys. It seems like they were letting a lot of stuff go. How do you think the physical nature, especially in the second half, played into to you guys' favor?
Well, we had a better response, you know. We talk about the physicality of the game and how our offense kind of dies from that. Instead, we turned it another way, and when it got physical, we got more aggressive, going to the basket, going to the rim, and finding open guys. And we also brought the aggression on the defensive end and rebounded the basketball and stayed in front of guys. So that's what the game for us to take the physicality, try to continue to drive and kick and continue to try to get to the rim, the free throw line, and get stops and rebound the basketball.
You talked a little bit about Josh Hart's leadership and some of the intangible stuff, but what do you think about just what he's been bringing to the court as far as I remember you joked about his assists in the Memphis game, but it seems like since then he's done, you know, he's been scoring and rebounding and just being really productive.
He's just being him. He brings the toughness to our team, the intensity, and you can tell he wants to win. So he just brings it every single game on the defensive end. And on the offensive end, just getting rebounds and pushing it on the break, and he just brings energy for our team.
Yeah, could you talk a little bit about Kyra Lewis's game and his impact off the bench for you guys? It seemed like he was playing with a good aggression throughout his time out there on the court.
He stayed ready tonight. I'm not even sure if he played last game. He's been on the bench for a little while, and he's been working. He's been working at the practice facility with his player development coach, and he came out tonight and he showed what he's been working on, and he looked very confident and comfortable going out there. I think being on that bench, it brings the fuel, and he definitely brought the fuel today, and he played pretty smart.
I don't think we've asked you this since you came back, but just where are you at physically since coming back from that hip? Is this something you're still dealing with, or do you feel like you kind of put it behind you?
You know, it's some. It's not. I'm not 100%. I don't think I'm gonna ever be 100% playing these games, but I'm close to it. It doesn't bother me. It's not anything that's lingering around that's stopping me from doing everything that I want to do on the basketball floor. So it feels fine. I'm just continuing to try to get a rhythm back in my game, and hopefully make some more shots.
I just had a quick one. I was just wondering what you think of the way that the groove that Jonas is in as far as shooting threes.
Yeah.
What do you think about just what he's been doing lately?
Well, he's wide open, and I didn't know he could shoot that well, but he's showing the touch on the ball that he can shoot the basketball from three. So we encourage it. It brings us another dimension to our team. If he can shoot that open three up there, and he can open a lot of things up for our team. So we encourage him to keep shooting it. We love him down low in the paint, but if he's open for it, we want him to shoot it if he's open.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recording stopped.